Ah, like I could see her like peering into it, but I didn't think that would actually mean she falls off to her death. Let's open this up just for completion. We'll get Dina to talk about the lift thing again.
Parking garage.
Yep.
Oh, the gas is in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's what the note said. Well, let's get down there.
Bullets. Oh, execution. Firing squad. Benny, the WLF is winning. The city's gonna fall any day now. And unless you quit Fedra, I can't keep you safe. Up until recently, I could almost understand why you stuck with them, but after the Thursday Market massacre, I don't see how you can call us misguided killers with a straight face. Those people were just trying to get food for their families, and today they started banishing people for sedition? That's a death sentence. Listen, you still have time. I'll vouch for you. Meet me by Ruston Coffee at 2 AM on Friday alone. Please show up. I know it's scary, but it's the only way. Your friend, Sandra.
Brought it on yourself, I guess.
Oof. Bit harsh, Ellie. Alrighty, so... ooh, can I open this? No! Locked. See, that says locked, but the other one says need key. I wonder if I do have the ability to craft shit and get in. Although I could just, you know, break open the window and open it from the other side. That also works too. Ooh, machete.
This might come in handy.
Nice. Oh, piece of paper? What does it say? For official use only, Disaster Response Agency.
This guy was a Fedra commander or something. They were losing to the WLF and trying to escape.
How big is this group if they were able to beat the army?
You don't need a lot if you're that vicious. We need to be careful.
Okay, so, despite our best efforts, the Seattle quarantine zone will fall to the terrorist group. Calling themselves the Washington Liberation Front, we underestimated their capabilities and lost key sites around the city. We've executed our contingency plans and are prepping to escort key personnel out of the QZ 24 hours from now. I intend to stay until the last officer has escaped. Let the records show that I provided for the city and its citizens as best as I could. They are now freed of us and are at the mercy of the WLF. Let's see how they feed and shelter a community of thousands. Let them deal with dissent among their own ranks. Let them deal with those religious fanatics. Inevitably, someone else will come along and hold them accountable for all their perceived wrongs. I almost wish I could be there to see it. Lieutenant Carmelo Torres. Okay. Ooh, what does it say? Reminder, all items confiscated from suspect should be placed in the office lockup 860722. 860722. And this says... known WLF agitators.
Old to-do list.
The following people are our top priority targets for any anti-terrorist operations. Emma Patterson, smuggling, falsifying ration cards, acts of sedition. Jason Patterson, same, acts of terrorism. Marcus Wilson, smuggling, acts of terrorism. Louis Sanchez, acts of terrorism. Isaac Dixon, murder of Fedra officer, circled. Hugo Gonzalez, distribution of anti-Fedra propaganda. Alison Cole, murder of Fedra officer. With the Pattersons and Sanchez gone, Dixon has moved in to fill the void. He is now our top priority target. So they're circled. Reminder, all items confiscated, blah blah blah, 860722. Why would you write it down on the note as well as the whiteboard? Surely one would do, you know? I guess having it in a prominent position on the whiteboard means that people are more likely to remember it. Alright, can I craft anything else? I've got so much paper and nothing to make with it. Now. 860722. 8. Hang on. No. I messed that up. So 8686. Uh, 860722. 07 22. Ta-da. Ooh, nice. Lots of things. Alright, what can I craft? 46 for faster health kits, or would I rather have faster crafting? Hard to say. Is it better to go for endure, or is it better to go for more effective health kits? Maximum health. Oh. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go for this. Ta-da. Sweet. And I can make, let's make another health kit. Just to use up the paper. Yeah, that'll do. So, useful. Pick up more paper. Right. Onwards. So we need to head down to the garage. Garage. How do I get there, though? I guess go outside and then find another way around. Is there anything here? No. Okay, so that's a post box. Oh, you can climb this. Right. Well, okay. Thanks for falling to your death before, Ellie.
Careful.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me twice. Why is it flooded? Infected?
Shit!
That's not good. Okay, weapon? Oh, okay. I could hear a sound, but I didn't know the clicker was going to be right behind me. Alright. So, we got runners. Right, you're the clicker here. So, let's deal with you.
Ellie! Over here!
You're dead? Come on. Oh, get off.
What the fuck are you doing?
Alright, get rid of you. Okay. What? Come on, dodge. Swing, swing. Dodge. Swing, swing. I don't think you needed to shoot them, Dina. Oh, okay. Just let them come towards us. Just let them come towards us. And go. Okay. Out on both of the big ones.
I think that's all of them. Those Fedra guys never even made it out of the garage. Damn. Well, let's find that gas.
So, heal up. There we go, that's better. Didn't use the brick. Oh well. I do find it hard to focus on quick switching weapons and items when stuff's actually attacking us. There is actually an option to change that, to say you will automatically switch to your next weapon when you're out of ammo, which I think I might turn on maybe, because that is a very useful thing to do. I don't think I need to crouch walk anywhere, so... Okay, so... if this is all flooded, where's the gas gonna be? It's not gonna be in these vehicles, is it? Aha, there you are. Okay. So, before we do that, finish that.
Hey,
Can I open this
Let's
now?
not leave without the gas.
I mean, I assume I can still freely explore. Oh, okay. Doesn't stay up. Never mind. I assume I can still freely explore all around the wide open area once we've got the gas.
And wait, we got gasoline.
Yeah.
Don't you jinx us. The fuck Vedragate is calling to us.
Is it? I don't think it is. I want to explore a bit more.
Dina, coming.
Here, hold up the shutters for us.
Okay, let go.
Oh, we did it! Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, good job, babe. Okay,
Gate.
done.
Could be a while before we run into Abby and her friends.
Oh, I'm expecting it to take a long time
Some supplies before we press on.
before we go and run into Abby again. So let's go through here. Ruston Coffee. Oh yeah, meeting up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Is there a door for us? No. Let's see if there's anything in this little outpost. Okay. And then... Right, I don't think there's anything else over this way in particular. So, smash the doors! Smash the windows. Nice. Can I pick up the stuff, please, Ellie? Thank you. What's this? Hey Davis, check out old WLF safe houses for supplies. Probably a long shot, but every little helps. Grab what you can and meet us back at the Saravina. Don't worry about the gas, we'll take care of it. Mike. Okay.
Wasn't Joel all about coffee? Kidding me? He'd trade half his stuff for a bag of beans.
He's Dojima from Persona
Never
5.
got it. Tastes like burnt shit.
Correct.
Thank you. Acquired taste my ass.
Big blue trading card. Dun, 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 dun. Big Blue, 100 brains, 80 brawn. Big Blue is an extra-dimensional entity who has taken on the appearance of a blue whale, first arriving on Earth over 1 billion years ago to keep watch over nascent life forms. They use their infinite well of knowledge to help guide the human race in times of great need and upheaval. Their unfathomable age has one major drawback. Days appear to pass as microseconds. However, this time dilation effect is offset if they hold their breath, which they can do for several years at a time. Hero! Okay, can I make anything else? No. Well, I can make a stun bomb. Can't make shivs yet, which is interesting. Would have totally thought I could be able to make shivs by now. Okay, that's a bottle. Get you. Get you. Sweet. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on breakable glass being a thing, because I keep walking past it and not expecting to be able to break it, and yet here we are. I mean, it's obvious when it's a location, but when it's not so obvious, like picking up supplies. Like here, I'd probably be able to break this glass if it wasn't clearly marked in such a way that is impossible to get into. Whoa! I mean, I was kind of expecting it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do they get inside these places? I don't know. I hate that shit.
Ollie asks, what do you make of the controversies surrounding this game currently? I think a lot of it is, Ooh, barcodes, nice.
What's this?
Sweet. I think a lot of it is overblown, honestly.
It says Barco's on it. I
I think it's for that pet store we were at
Yeah.
earlier.
Cool.
Might be worth checking out.
Will be worth checking out. So it depends on what controversies you're referring to specifically, Ollie. Because there's some stuff about like the whole crunch culture that Naughty Dog, you know, undertakes on their staff, and the common defense for that is you wouldn't make amazing once in a generation games if you didn't do that. To which I say, of course you could. You could just pay people more, make them work less hours, get a better work-life balance because generally people are happier if that happens. And we're talking about a game that got delayed twice as well. So clearly it's not because, you know, you need to make a deadline.
This place out.
You just need to make it before the company profits, as it were. And it kind of goes against people, you know, people want to be part of a big community, big project, because it kind of defines their career and so on. But you can still do that without having to subject yourself to 80-hour work week.
Same. Just having a roof over my head.
You know, I've always dreamed of fixing up a farm just outside of Jackson.
Why wouldn't you stay in town?
I don't know. I like the idea of real space.
Sounds lonely.
Only if you're doing it alone.
Okay. So are we gonna, like, raise sheep and milk cows?
Are you making fun of me?
No.
It's a genuine question.
Actually sounds kind of nice.
Really?
Yeah. Really.
Use gate code. Well, duh. Alright, so the gate code for this would be... Where is it? Westgate 2 is 0451. Four, 5, 1. Ta-da.
Yes.
Easy supplies. Nice.
That was some good scavenging.
Low trading card. Ooh. 90 brains and 80 brawn. There's a lot of like 80s and 90s for these cards here. I don't think I've seen anything less than 50 that wasn't 0. Real name, Olga Kuznetsova, Society of Champions. Graduating at the top of her class from a prominent I was expecting it to be science fiction, like sci-fi, but no, it's Sci-Tech University. Olga Kuznetsova was recruited by the Russian government to further their research into dark energy. Fearing the tech would be used for war, her attempt to sabotage their experiments resulted in a consciousness fusing with water vapor. Now she's able to channel her soul into any body of water and can conjure objects in any form of water, so long as there's moisture in the air. Neutral hero. I like the idea of a chaotic hero. Alright. I think the crunch issue is pertinent throughout the game industry, unfortunately. I think the fact there are pathetic people sending death threats to the voice actor is ridiculous beyond belief. Yes, that is another thing. Like, I understand people like Joel, but it is not worth sending people death threats if something happens in the game that you didn't like. I'm pretty sure that's what people are sending the death threats over to. Like, I think Laura Bailey was saying on Twitter she was getting messages and hate mail and death threats because she portrays Abby, the character that kills Joel. And it's just like, really? It's a video game, it's not real life. Also, that's open. Some people have issues with the story, but some people get too invested into it, and they need to step back a bit. Like, there was a whole thing about the journalist that compared this game to Schindler's List, because they said, I found it hard at times to continue playing this game, which was similar to how I felt when watching Schindler's List. And that is a really dumb comparison to make. One is based off of the real-life atrocities of genocide, and one is a game about zombies. They are not comparable, you know? So yeah, that was another thing. That's why I had to ask which controversy you were referring to, Ollie. They think we're sheep, bare your fangs.
WLF propaganda. Reminds me of the Fireflies in Boston.
In New Mexico, we had these guys called the Ravens. Protectors of the Constitution, they called themselves.
Isn't that just all Americans?